was asked the other day what I thought of the section control on this Bourgault 1000 series air cart. Very simple, very easy. Stuff comes in here, seed ferment, little section slides close here, still continue to let air out here, which is supplied through these lines here. Flushes all your primaries out. Got the seed and DAP coming out the boot. It's on one section control system. The urea comes out the front. It's on another section control system. This is a little Boss scatter plate system. Very easy, doesn't plug, very simple. Little augers will just slow down the speed up. 1/8 and 2/8 or 3/8 or however many sections you've got as they come on and off. Very handy for us as we have a lot of triangles, trees and creeks and rocks to go around. There's plenty of savings to be had in fertiliser costs and whatnot. It was one of the main reasons we bought this cart, and haven't been disappointed with it. This is the iPad that shows me what the Bourgault is doing with its sections turning on and off here. See it turning off. See it turning the sections off here as I go past this tree that I've already seeded around. See, it's almost completely covered that bar up on the second pass, and the sections are coming on and off. And we'll jump out and have a look and see if we find any on the surface. In my experience, we didn't see much of it last year at all, but we did have the same reservations. So this is a tree we went around. See a couple on the surface. Could have been an old bloody seed actually. Wasn't very pink. I was quoted once that it was 10%. You'll dig up 10% of what you've 10% of what you put down, and I reckon that's probably exaggerated. Digs up very little. Now whether they're getting buried, you can go digging if you like, but from the establishment I saw in a similar situation last year, I didn't have too many worries about it. The establishment was quite fine. You may lose a little bit of seed, but for the few trees you go around, I don't think it's too much of an issue. I know that Seed Hawk have a section control that can lift up each individual section. That's probably the gold standard when it comes to section control, but their bars have their own pros and cons, just like this one does, as do their boxes. But in terms of section control, it would be the gold standard. The other place you might be a little bit more worried about that burying or digging up effect would be on the edge of a headland like that. Generally what happens is you work across the paddock, you get to the other side, and as you come onto this next pass, it's actually covering the boundary or the headland. It shuts those sections off so that you only do them when you're actually doing the last two passes. So you're not digging it up essentially, you're just basically just covering in or redoing stuff that hasn't actually been sown anyway. You can turn that boundary off just like that, and it will just seed everything. There's no section control on in that scenario. You generally leave that off for all the headlands.